Okay, so this is the part of the podcast where I give you any marketing or business advice. Is there any challenges that you want to think through or talk through or get some extra advice on?
Well, I think it goes back to what I touched on earlier with the change in the economy. And, if you have someone like myself who's not had to do a lot of marketing in the past and all of
Yeah,
a sudden finds themselves in the need of doing marketing,
yeah,
how do you transition to doing that? And where is my time best spent?
for sure, for sure. So I'm talking to you for the last 30 minutes. I just get the sense that you're a good friend. Is that right?
Yeah, I try to be.
You can probably keep relationships, like you can stay on top of relationships because relationships are important to you,
Hmm.
right? Like
Hmm.
not
Yeah,
just for like business, but for just for like the quality of your life. Like you've
right.
probably been through a lot in your life, and there were certain relationships that were pretty pivotal to you, right? In
Absolutely.
helping you
Absolutely.
get through it. I also just saw that that you lost a friend last year, James,
I did.
online.
I did. I did.
So you and with your injury, I'm assuming that like you know how fragile life is.
Yes.
Um, so with that said, so like I kind of don't like to give like blanket advice, and so I'm like
Okay.
gonna customize this for you, right?
Sure. Okay.
I think you need to stay in touch with every single one of your customers
Okay.
on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Like friend them on Facebook, friend them on Twitter, or not
Right.
Twitter, on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just like literally stay on top of them, right? And
Okay.
so that was the first thing. The second thing is I think you really need to lean into the Four Chicks brand. I
Mhm.
just like, are your daughters still around in the business or no?
Each one of them has helped in the business, and my oldest
Okay.
daughter has done some of my social media. So I always tell everyone, if it's good social media, she did it. If it's bad, I did it. But they're
Sure,
all
sure,
still in
sure.
the area.
Okay. I don't know what happened to your video. Your
Oh,
video's
I'm still
off.
here. Can you? I'm. I can still see you. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay. Well, okay. Oh, there it is. So look, here's what I would do, honestly. So, yeah, what MLM did you do?
I
Do
was
you
doing some
remember?
skincare.
Which
Oh, yeah, some skincare stuff. I won't get into it. Those are
Sure,
embarrassing
sure, sure,
times for
sure,
me.
sure. So that same energy of building a community around yourself
Hmm.
is going to be really, really, really important. And so I think that your time is best spent with your top clients
Okay.
and getting them and building a program around where you are integral to your life and they are integral
Okay.
to your life.
Okay. Yeah.
And they are a constant source of referrals for you.
Hmm.
The other thing too is, I mean, Carrie, you're pretty inspiring, right? And like
Thank you.
I have a mentor that says, it's not what you have, it's how you use it, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
so you're the fact that you're a woman designer, furniture maker in this space, like you should be eating everybody's lunch. and 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 the fact, I mean, and some of my male listeners probably won't like that, but I'm just telling you that like you should literally be leaning into woman owned entrepreneurs. You should be speaking to other entrepreneurs. You need to be on stage. You need to be putting your thoughts and opinions out there. I want to
Okay.
see your designs out there. I want
Hmm.
to see an image of you leading your team. I want to see you like with the CNC, add a table saw, sand. Like I want to see all of that. So
Okay.
like so the first thing is you need to like really hone in on your audience and your
Okay.
customer, and
Hmm.
build a system where you're at the center of it. The second thing is you have to build your personal brand, right?
Right.
And this is like, it's literally, have your daughter come in and just say, come in and take some photos of me while I'm working, photos
Hmm.
and videos of me while I'm working.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see. I want to see like the head of Four Chicks Furniture, like working, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
building and crafting, right? That's the second thing. Um, and then the third thing is you take all of that content and media and just literally put like $10 a day, $15 a day
Okay.
on Facebook ads, and then remarket all of your testimonials. So like
Okay.
part of the challenge with having your um being in part of the thing of being in touch with all of your customers is that you want to market all of your reviews.
Okay.
Reviews,
Yeah.
reviews, reviews.
Hmm.
And so we live in a world now where you can't be lazy about marketing, and you
Definitely.
can't be lazy about only relying on word of mouth. If it's working for you, you actually got to build a system around that.
Okay.
Because if you're busy now, and there are people that at one point only relied on word of mouth, super busy all the time, and now they're out of business. Why?
Right.
Because they didn't put the infrastructure and the system in place in order for that to happen. And
Sure.
so for me, I'm like, don't take that for granted. Literally build up backup and redundancies and an email list. And whether it is like, you know what I mean? Just hire some high school kids to make cutting boards from scraps,
Right.
and that's your little mentorship program for other young girls to be in
Hmm.
the trades. And
Hmm.
that's something that you're doing, right? Like
Right.
you're like, like you created Four Chicks for a reason. Like
Right.
depending on what happened with your life, like you made decisions to stay in Colorado for a
Hmm.
reason, to raise
Right.
your daughters there, to build your business there, to leave the comfort of a stable, cafeteria company career. Like, and
Right.
so for me, I'm like, dude, you gotta lean into that. And
Okay.
like life is super short, and you
Right.
have to like squeeze every little bit out of it. Oh, and
Hmm.
by the way, you're in a
Yeah.
really hot market to do it.
I'm very thankful that this is where the business is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, is that helpful to hear?
It is. Yes, it's very helpful. Very helpful. I appreciate
I
that.
think honestly, you need to look at yourself like, and this is the reason why I brought this up before. You're like, I I was like, you were like, I don't want to be rich, but for me, I think you need to be rich with your personality and
Hmm.
rich with your brand and your message and your voice. And if you just put yourself out there, you could probably maintain the same level, but wouldn't it be nice to charge 20 to 30% more because you're too busy? Because you're
Yeah.
too busy.
Yeah.
Because you're too busy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yes.
As a,
Yeah.
as opposed to just like relying on like I just read this book. It's called It's Not a T-shirt. And it's
Okay.
by this guy named Bobby Hundreds. And he created a streetwear company. It's like a clothing company.
Uh-huh.
And he sold retail, but he had his own store, which was 400 square feet, that was producing millions of dollars a year. It's because he was able to build a community around his brand. And
Hmm.
this is the point that I was trying to get to before. I don't know if it came out clearly. You
Okay.
need to build a community around yourself. And what I'm asking you to do is to truly lean into who you naturally are. I don't
Hmm.
want you to be anybody else. I want you to be yourself, but
Right.
with a purpose and intention, and keep all of the important people and customers around you.
Okay.
And you
Yeah.
can use media, like literally tell your daughters, hey, come in. Well, you come in and just start
Yeah.
filming.
Yeah. Yeah. And I thankfully I have a new person working with me. And she was actually the one who was with me on the job in Kansas. And she sent me over 100 pictures of stuff that she was taking while we were working on that job. So
That's
those are
great.
some things that we're going to be putting out on social media in the next week or so. And we've got 2 more trips to Kansas to finish out this job. So there's a lot more to do.
Cool. All right. Was that helpful to hear?
Very helpful. I really appreciate that. I really do.
Cool. Awesome.
And it's
Hey,
uplifting too.
yeah, no, I mean, listen, I have to call things out as I see them. Like, you're an inspiring person. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk to you is, at least with this podcast, I'm trying not to I really want to paint a picture of what's possible.
Right.
And at the same time, I want to show people that there's a bigger world out there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like, for me, I'm like, yeah, I think there is a world for multi-million-dollar companies, wood companies, that people are happy, successful, and providing jobs to folks.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I'm like, yeah, let's tell stories and let's uplift people and let's celebrate, because here's the thing is, if IKEA and West Elm and Crate and Barrel can sell a gajillion dollars worth of wood products,
right,
and you can slice away at 0.001% of that, that's still a 7-figure business for you.
Definitely. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Cool. I really enjoyed talking to you, Carrie.
Thank you. I enjoyed it immensely, and I really appreciate the opportunity.
Cool. Is this your first podcast interview?
It is. Yep.
Awesome. Well, let's try to make sure that maybe make it this year the goal to for you to get more press, because I think people need more leaders, and you're a leader. I want to also just acknowledge the fact that you have been around since 2009.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Like, I can't. Sometimes it's hard hard to put my head around it.
I just posted this yesterday, on my I think, or yesterday or today. It was basically like, I'm almost feel like part of my mission is to help people that have so much talent and have endured so much to make sure that they get their shine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I do. And I think that's a great goal. It really is. I don't think there's enough of that around. I think there's a lot more people, competition and animosity, and we don't need that.
We don't need yeah, I mean, the competition, the fixed mindset, the lack of ability to see that there's more than enough opportunities out there for everybody to thrive. So cool. All right, tell everybody what's your website and your social media and your Instagram.
Yep. So it's pretty simple. It's 4 Chicks Furniture. It's always the number 4. Don't spell it out. So 4chicksfurniture.com is our website. Social media, all of it is 4 Chicks Furniture. So if you just go look all that up, we're on Instagram and Facebook are the 2 big ones that we do, and just the website. So it's easy enough to find us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carrie. I look forward to getting your story out there.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Steve, and it was great to meet you on the telephone.
Yeah. All right. Take care. Bye.
Take care. All right. Bye-bye.